Hey people, what's up, what's up, what's up? You already know who this is. This is your girl, Queen B. Queen B is in the mother effing house. Now people, real quick, I'm not going to stay too long on this topic because, this topic is just so sickening and so disheartening. And I mean, it's just so hard. When I tell you it is really, really hard to watch someone actually destroying their own life every single day before the camera and before our eyes. And it's like, you go through all kind of mixed feelings because, you kind of care about the person and care what happened to them, but at the same time, you don't care. And in your mind, you're like, they deserve everything they get because at the end of the day, somehow, somewhere, they're just not getting it. They're not getting life, right? Life is lifing without them, even though they think they're living a life, right? They think they're living life, but life is actually lifing without them. And they don't realize that. And that's the saddest part of watching anybody that whether an associate, whether it's a friend, whether it's your husband, whether it's your wife, just watching someone that you once associate with or even associate yourself with actually destroying their own reputation, their own life, I don't even know what to say anymore. I honestly don't know what to say anymore, but they destroying it right in front of your eyes. And even though the easy solution to not seeing them is just not watch them, right? That's the simplest thing, which I practice that 98% of the time. 98% of the time, I don't even want to see their name in a heading. I just swoops right past, right? Because I know it's going to come up with something stupid, something nasty, something cuss word, it just on and on and on and on and on and on and on, right? But people, they would say, mind your business. They would say, whose life is it? They would say, whose man is it? They would say, is my life. So, but what people don't understand is, even though it is your life and you are 100% correct that it is your man, it is your job, it is your life, it is your business, from the fact that you playing it out on social media where the world can see and everybody can see, there's a thing called emotions that comes up in people, right? You watch something, it's like watching a sad movie and you start to cry. Yeah, the movie, it's fairy tale. The movie is fake. What's going on in the movie is not your business, but it still hits you emotionally, right? And you may cry because it's a very sad movie, or it may be a movie that makes you so happy and it puts you in a good mood, and So what I'm trying to say is, from the fact that certain things is playing out in your eyesight where you can actually see and observe, it is very hard to say mind your business. It's not your man, it's not your job, it's not your life. It is very easy to say that, but the person who is watching it is getting some form of emotions. It's whether it's going to be a dislike, a hate, a sadness, whatever emotion that comes with watching that person on your screen. It's very hard not to feel some type of emotions, right? And sometimes because of the emotions that they make you feel, you end up lashing out on them. Like, do better, be better, like, do something different with your goddamn life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're too grown for this shit. Like, you're not a child anymore. You're not a teenager. Like, at what point do you get out of that Peter Pan syndrome? At what point do you grow up beyond that Peter Pan syndrome? Like, at what point do you stop making excuses about the dumb crap that you do in life? Like, at what point do you take accountability and responsibility for your goddamn self? Like, at what point you become like, some form of, example, for the younger generation that may be watching, or the young ladies and young men that may be listening to you? Like, at what point do you say enough is enough is enough is enough? Like, you've been doing this all your goddamn life, period. Like, at what point? And just simply saying, mind your business, it's my life, it's my man, it's my job, it's my this. It's very easy to say that if you are keeping it to your goddamn self. If you were keeping all of that to your goddamn self, and somebody went out of their way to come and view it, or they go out of their way to dig it up, or they go out of their way, without you giving them any form of ammunition, then we could say, okay, that person needs to mind their business. Because honestly, that person was not on the internet. They were not in front of the camera. They were not showcasing this. They were not showcasing that. And yet somebody went out of their way, right, in their private life and dug shit up and came back and brought it back. Yes, then I would definitely say, you know what, guys, mind your business, leave the person alone, da-da-da-da. But that's not the case. It's like everything is showcasing on the internet for the world to see. And once we see these things, yes, emotions is gonna come in. Like, it's gonna be a disgust, a dislike. It's gonna be like, ew. And people are going to have things to say. So don't get offended or don't get angry and don't get mad and talk about, oh, it's none of your business. No, it is everybody's business once you put it on the internet. It is everybody that saw it, that watched it, that heard it. It is their goddamn business and their rights to speak about it if they choose to. And it's just so disgusting. Like, grow the hell up, Jesus Christ. Either that or just stop bringing these nasty, foul, drama to social media. I mean, you already have one other platform that does it, period. And you, of course, give them the ammunition every single day. Why? Because to me, in my opinion, that is how you think you stay relevant. How can you even want to continue to stay relevant by just straight negativity? Like, don't you want to go down in history for something great? Don't you want to go down in history for something positive? Don't you want, when you retire off of this social media, because it seems like you're going to have to retire in order to get off, because obviously social media is your whole entire life. It's like it's your life string. It is like the air that you breathe. It's like it's what keeps you alive for some reason. How in the world someone gets so addicted to social media and a whole bunch of strangers that you will never ever meet in your life or even have met in your life, yet you're so addicted to them you cannot stay off the net with your foolishness even for 1 year, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. Jesus Christ. Like, seriously. And then you continue to make these ridiculous excuses of why you do what you do, and you think that's going to get you into heaven. You cannot buy your way into heaven, and I see that you're trying to buy your way into heaven over and over and over again. You cannot buy your way into heaven. It has to go according to your walk with God. And I am sure, looking at your life, there is no way someone's gonna look at you and say, hey, you know what? I want to be just like her. Oh, I want to be just like him. Oh, I want to be just. I don't want to change nothing at all. It's just perfect. And it's gonna get me in heaven if I just live my life like that person, right? Like, how long is God gonna give grace and mercy? How long? How long you going to preach this false gospel to say that you can remain who you are and what you are and still make it into heaven if you should die tomorrow morning? Like, how long are you going to preach that delusional message? How long are you going to preach the delusional message that it's okay to take people's mind? It's okay to fornicate. It's okay to have sex out of marriage. It's okay. If you're going to preach God, then you got to live godly. If you're going to preach and study the Bible, then you have to bring the truth and don't bring mixed communication and confuse the people. And I pray for the audience that continue to watch you and buy into the gullibility of what you're preaching. I pray God, he protects their mind and their hearts and their soul so they don't lose their soul to someone like you or to a platform like yours. People, I had to run out and say something. It is just so disgusting. And yes, I know it is very easy to solve that problem by simply just tune out, don't watch, turn it off, unfollow. Yes, I know. But sometimes I tell you, whenever you hear it other places, because even if you tune them out, you block them, you do all kind of things. But then again, you have other platforms that plays it. You have other platforms that features it, and you end up seeing it and hearing it anyways. And me and myself, once I hear that, if it's something that catches my attention, if it's something that disgusts me and I want to talk about it, I want to be able to go over and actually watch the original myself. So that's how I end up watching certain individuals. But I tell you people, 98% of the time, I just scroll right on past. Because there's nothing educational there. There's nothing decent there. There's nothing but a bunch of ugh. Anyway, people, you see a girl, Queen B. Have a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, morning, any part of the world you're in today. Queen B come, she spoke, and Queen B is out.